Hi, uh, in this class we'll be discussing about the generations of our computers. Already we know the basic things. The first generation computers was introduced during the period of 1946 to 1955. Second generation was introduced in 1956 to 65. Third generation computers came into use during the period of 1966 to 1975. Fourth generation computers came into use in 1976 to 1985, and from 1986 onwards the fifth generation computers are in use. We are going to discuss in detail about the features of every generation computers. The first generation computers used vacuum tubes, magnetic tape drives, magnetic core memories. First electronic digital computer was introduced, that was called as the ENIAC. That is, this is an abbreviation for the term electronic numeric integrator and calculator. It used about 18,000 vacuum tubes. Its size was too much large. It was very hard to read and write the programs. It produced much heat. And the language used in the first generation computers were called as a first generation languages. It used the only zeros and ones. Machine, it directly used the machine language. The machine can understand only zeros and ones. That is a binary language. We use the zeros and ones to write a program to give an instruction to the computer. The data is also given only in the form of zeros and ones. So it is great difficulty in the first generation computer. Reminding the codes for each and every data and for instructions in form of zeros and ones is very difficult. The advantages is the calculations, automatic calculation is made possible, and done, thousands of calculations are done in a few seconds. That was considered to be the advantage of first generation computers. And the disadvantages are, it was very expansive, it produced much heat, and memory was also slow compared. It was considered and also produced much heat, and difficulty in learning the language, and in case of problem, it is very difficult to identify the problem and make changes. Debugging also becomes a greater challenge in first generation language. And the next one is the second generation computers. Because of the problems faced in the first generation computers, the second generation computers were introduced. The electronic device vacuum tube is replaced by the transistor, and storage capacity increased. And it can also be used for the financial information processing. And the second generation languages are called as assembly language. Instead of zeros and ones, some symbolic names are used. So it is considered to be the easier compared to the machine language programming. But anyhow, converter is needed, because first generation computer directly use the machine language, so there is no need of conversion. Machine can directly understand the instruction. But now the machine language programming was replaced by the symbolic names. The machine cannot understand that name, so we need a converter. Advantages of a second generation computers are, they are smaller in size compared to the first generation, more reliable, that is error free. It produces less heat, and it increased the speed of computation and portability. Commercially, since it can perform the financial computations also, it is used for a commercial purposes. The disadvantage of a second generation computer are, it requires air conditioning, frequent maintenance are required, and manual assembly of individual components of functioning unit was required, and it was expensive. These are the some disadvantages of a second generation computer. In the next video we will study about the third generation computer, fourth and fifth generation computers. Thank you.